This week on Open Season TV, Chuck Paddock is in New Brunswick, Canada, with Lawrence Dyer and Sons Outfitters, hunting big northern black bear with his bow. Then, Eric and Andy Lundy are in Colorado at High Voltage Outfitters with Brian Clark, trying to take their first bull elk. It's open season in Canada and Colorado.
Five in the morning, boys are getting ready. Thermos full of coffee, firing up a Chevy, praying that we get a shot out in the clear. Mud on the tires, creeping through the backwoods. Hubs locked up, rooting through it real good. Keep her slow and quiet down in low gear. We've been checking them off and waiting too long for this time of year, and it's open season. Bucks and bulls in full camouflage, from a duck blind or a tree stand. We're gonna track them all from the break of dawn. Yeah, they better keep one eye open while they're sleeping, 'cause it's open season. Well, it's a way of life and it's what we love. Folks round here can't get enough of that open season. Bucks and bulls in full camouflage, from a duck blind or a tree stand. We're gonna track them all from the break of dawn. Yeah, they better keep one eye open while they're sleeping, 'cause it's open season.
Open Season TV is brought to you by Victory Archery, the Carbon Arrow experts. Tacticam, share your hunt. Thermoset, stay outdoors. Expedition Archery, manufacturer of the world's finest archery experience.
So Ethan and I got up early this morning. We're in Columbus, so we're about 4 hours from the house. I got to run in here, grab some stuff at Cabela's, and then we'll be back on the road. I may have to stop by Walmart and get a card for one of my cameras, but other than that, we're excited. We're probably going to make it to the East Coast somewhere, I'm guessing around Massachusetts, somewhere to stop for the night, and then we'll be headed north up to Dyer and Sons. Looking forward to it. So we made it to Portsmouth, Maine. We got a room here at the Holiday Inn. It is 12:30, so we probably got about another six and a half hour drive tomorrow. We're gonna get up super early and head that way. We'll be in Canada before we know it.
Lawrence Dyer and Sons Outfitters is located in the beautiful Tobique Valley. The Tobique is a tributary of the world-famous St. John River, which winds its way through the heart of New Brunswick, Canada, to the Atlantic Ocean.
All right, so we just crossed the border. We're into New Brunswick. We're probably 80 miles from camp. So hopefully we get there, get unpacked, get everything out, get it ready. Maybe we can sneak out and do a little fishing if we can talk them into it. I'm excited. I've never been here, never been in this province, so this is all new. It's gonna be a good time. You hear that? Let me turn the Tacticams on. Remote.
Tacticam, share your hunt.
You've worked hard to save for this hunt. Don't trust an imitation ring for the moment you've dreamed of.
You're the man.
Tally Rings, the original lightweight backcountry ring.
Well, you know, traveling 21 hours on the road, Ethan and I finally made it to Dyer's camp. We got set up and it was cool. We started venturing around. I'd never been here before, and the camp's just amazing, filled with all kinds of history. Being here 53 years of hunting and just taking people fishing and guiding people is pretty amazing. I mean, just seeing all the
pictures, and you know, Ted Nugent's been here, several people have been here having fun, and they come year after year after year. The guy in camp with us, he's been here like 4 times. So you can definitely tell there's some big bears, and I think we're going to get on them.
We've been catching them.
Yeah.
You can't make them bite, but they've been there. Yeah. We'll pop. We may have to hop around a couple of spots, but we'll find them.
I'm ready when you are.
You know, Monday morning they asked me, hey, you want to go try to do some smallmouth fishing? And I said, you don't have to ask me twice. Heck yeah. So I got my license. We went down to these 2 rivers that met together, and my word, I slayed them. I caught 15 over 2 pounds. I caught 30 fish in 2 hours. It was unreal.
The Tobique is situated about 110 miles north of Fredericton, the providential capital. It winds its way into a rich wooded interior where deer, bear, moose, and most native fur-bearing animals are in abundance. It is one of the greatest salmon rivers in the world, and also yields trout that will test many an angler's tackle and skill. And it has a pretty strong smallmouth population as well. Now that the freezer is filled with fresh smallmouth, it's time to get the bow sighted in, eat a good meal, and prepare for the hunt ahead.
You know, day one's filled with expectations. I'm excited. I got all my stuff. We get packed up, we get back to the bait, and as soon as we get there, we run a bear off. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, this is gonna be good. We got bears in the woods.
All right, we just pushed a bear off this bait. He's gonna leave this 4-wheeler running. He's gonna run up there, park it, come back, get this one. We're gonna get ready. We may be done in a short few minutes. So we got all set up. We rebaited. Hopefully it'll come in before dark. It's our first night here at Dyer & Son Outfitters in New Brunswick. We caught a ton of fish today. A bunch of big smallmouth, like 2 to 3 pounders. So now, hopefully we get it done tonight. That will be a heck of a first day. Stay with us.
This area of New Brunswick has one of the highest populations of black bear in the world, and Dyer & Sons have access to a 230 by 30 mile area for their private use and hold over 200 bait sites to make this operation second to none.
Well, like bears do, they wait till last minute, last light, and today was no exception. It was really cloudy, and all of a sudden I seen black, and I told Ethan, there's a bear and he's coming. You know, this bear comes in, I'm gonna shoot him, and I think he's gonna stop, and when you know it, he turns and just walks through. I think he was a boar looking for a sow, and I think maybe that bear earlier was a sow that we ran off the bait.
I'm looking for a property for me and my family.
This property is definitely for you. We can make this place Big Buck Central. We can put bedding over there. We can get a food plot over there. Look, there goes a monster buck.
Just call Legacy Land Co.
Legacy Land Company. It's not just land, it's your legacy.
What are you doing?
Strategizing.
Me too. I know where I'm going.
Covert scouting cameras.
So we packed up for day 2, excited, going back to the same bait. We got in there, everything was good. Maybe an hour in, here comes a bear 5 steps from the blind, walking right by us. He just was a little too small, really chunky, cool little bear. Stayed there for 45 minutes, and then he decided to bug out. He kept looking, and I was hoping, man, something's coming. But it ended up, nothing came. Day 2's in the books. Now we're ready for day 3.
We're gonna go to a new spot tonight. I set it up nice this morning. I went out, checked it, and baited it up, so it's all ready to rock. There was a lot of different bears in there yesterday. You're gonna see this one ugly bear that's all rubbed up. Looks like he's got a mohawk.
Okay.
But so you probably ain't gonna want to shoot him.
All right.
And then there is a sow with 2 yearlings, and then there's a good boar that's he's probably 275. A nice bear, and then there's a big bear that he's got a nice crease in the skull, nice mature bear, and he was out before dark last night, so that's what we're looking for.
All right. Let's go
man.
get him.
Yeah, man. Good luck.
Awesome. Let's roll. Okay, this is day 4, Dyer and Son. We're on this bait. We got a ton of bears in here. We've had bears every single day, just not one big enough. So hopefully we get one in here tonight. I got tonight and tomorrow, and that's it. So hopefully we get it done. It's open season here in New Brunswick. Saturday at noon. So that means I gotta drive 30 hours all the way to New Orleans. So we may be leaving tonight. So hopefully we got a bear come in and I kill one and we roll out. So it looks like I'm only killing one bear for sure. Not 2, because I can't stay long enough to kill 2. This is night 4, so hopefully we get it done. I smoked him. He's done. We are done at Dyer's in New Brunswick. Did you see the blood come out of that bear? My word. Danny's gonna be a happy camper. Boom. Season's closed, baby. In New Brunswick. I'm gonna text Danny and tell him you got a TV show. I see it in there. I see it in the woods. It didn't go 20 yards. The blood is unbelievable. There he is, right there. It's a nice boar. There's another bigger one in here. He came in from behind and he kept looking. I know that big one's been living in here. But since I got the call to leave to go to New Orleans, I figured he's a nice boar, average bear for this area. I'm taking him. So the awesome part is, this place, I've never been here before. One thing I can say is Dyer runs a class act operation. Even though I'm making a heck on you guys leaving 2 days early.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. All right, so hey, this concludes our trip here in New Brunswick with Dyer and Son. This has been an awesome place. The meals have been great. The lodging's phenomenal. We caught tons of fish, and these guys will work for you. Chris, I really appreciate you coming out, and I've never been here a day in my life, and I hope this is for many, many years I get to come back here and hunt these bears. It's been a blast. I got to head for New Orleans for work. Hopefully I'll get back up here in late June and try to get me another one.
Dude, stop moving.
I'm cold. My butt hurts. You're not cold?
Thermoset, dude.
Thermoset. Stay outdoors.
Trust me, this is the best deal ever. Sign today. Sign today.
What are you doing? They got you all right. Better call RT Outdoors.
RT Outdoors. Insurance for the outdoor world.
The time is finally here. We're heading to Colorado, hunt with Brian Clark at High Voltage Outfitters. The crew has had a lot of success there in the past, and we can't wait to go kill our big elk.
Eric and Andy Lundy have been waiting to check a bull elk off their bucket list for a long time, and there's no better place to do it than at High Voltage Outfitters in Rifle, Colorado. There's a reason the open season crew hunts with Brian Clark as much as they do, because the numbers don't lie, and the success is unmatched.
Hey, it's opening morning here in Colorado. We're hunting with Brian Clark, High Voltage Outfitters. We're out here on this knoll looking over all the alfalfa fields looking for us a shooter bull. It's open season in Colorado.
With a good bull spotted, the stalk is on to try to get in position for a shot.
Which one? Right there.
Yeah. Hit him again. Hold on.
Thanks. We're pulling back in here to the cabin from scouting this morning to try to get on a bull for tonight, and we pulled in, and the bulls we had spotted, something spooked them up out of the ridge and across the road on where the cabin's at. So we pulled up here, stalked him, seen it was a decent bull, so we come after him and made a 220-yard shot. So hopefully he's just over the top of that little mountain right there, and we'll go find him. We got him. He's down right there. Give me some, brother. Congrats. I'll take it, bud. Thank you. Oh, he's a freaking dandy.
On the cactus.
Thanks, Brian.
No problem.
Thanks, buddy.
Anytime.
All right, it's morning 2 here with Brian Clark at High Voltage Outfitters. Yesterday, Eric was up to bat. We saw a lot of good bulls out there. We actually put a few to bed last night. There's one that has a broken horn. He's about a 6x5 with the broken. There's also a 6x6 down there with him. We should be able to get on him pretty quick this morning. It's going to happen quick if it does. It's going to be an interesting morning. I'm up to bat and I can't wait.
Just as they thought, the elk were still in the alfalfa, so now they need to sneak up to get a shot without getting busted by the herd.
That one did it.
Oh my gosh.
You're shaking so much.
Come here, get away from that.
This has been a rough year for me and Eric. We lost our grandpa just about 4 weeks ago. The last thing I remember with him, we were showing him the elk photos. He told us both, he said, go get one. He said, and I don't even know what to say about it. This one's for you, Grandpa. I wish you were here with us, because I know this is something that you loved, and words can't even describe it.
Open Season TV is proud to be partnered with these fine companies.
Did you get our Tommy hogs? Now what?
I'm getting our Tommy hogs.
Can you do anything right? This is a Tommy hog.
Closed captioning brought to you by Spot Hog.
Go, Tommy, go!